Alright, hello. So today, for our stream today, it will be a live lesson.
Let's go to dinner or something, roll it.
Alright, let me just start the Skype call. And we'll go ahead and get started here. Alright, let me sure my camera is focused and all that fun stuff. So we're just gonna go ahead and try to get set up here. Try to get this guy in a Skype call so that we can communicate. We'll go ahead and get started. So, as far as new things with me, well, my team played in Go for LOL again this Sunday and got 3rd place. Played pretty well. Beat some good teams, like we beat Atlanta's team. It was pretty good to see. Atlanta's definitely a decent player. And we knocked him out. Made it to the semifinals. Lost to Underrated again. That's Zingi's team. We lost to them again. It's also who knocked us out of the finals the week before. It was actually a really close game against them. At one point, we got Baron. Ace went traded 4 for 2, and we're pushing their base 3-on-1. And got one of the base turrets, but then literally got 1v3'd by their Olaf, who triple killed us. And the game kind of spiraled out of control from then. And at the end of it, it was like a 55-minute game. Hey, what's up?
Nothing much.
So it's like a 55-minute game and we eventually lost, which is sad. But alright, how you doing?
Pretty good. Can you turn that down a little bit?
Was that to me?
No, I was talking to one of my friends. He's watching your stream.
Okay, gotcha. Alright, so what so you want to work on support, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm planning on doing.
Alright. Anything like specifically? Any certain champions?
So far, it's been going successfully in solo queue, but a lot of blitz. It's easy to gain low elo through blitz.
Okay. Well, so here's the deal. I could play like one normal game with you, and we can play that like all 80 carry, and I'll just like talk. Oh wait. Oh, okay. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Alright,
so I was gonna say I think I lost you.
Yeah. So here's the deal. I can play like one normal game.
That's fine.
And so we'll queue up. I'll play AD.
Okay.
And I'll just kind of try to talk a lot during the match.
Okay.
And yeah, just kind of talk to you about all that. So, do you have any questions as far as like runes and masteries go or anything before we get started?
No. Well, what do you run for reds?
I run armor reds.
Okay, because I don't have armor reds. Right now I'm running AD reds.
Yeah, and so if you don't have armor reds, I actually didn't used to run armor reds. I'm still not sure about them because it's a secondary stat for marks, which I don't like using. But I eventually went to armor reds, and I think I like them, but I'm still not sold on them. So
Okay.
As far as like an alternative, though, it really just depends on the support. Like if you're playing someone like Sona or Lulu who harasses a lot with spells, then Magic Pen is really good. If you're playing like Janna or Soraka, I like Armor Pen on them because you end up doing a lot of harass with right clicks.
Okay, so armor pen over AD.
Yeah, probably. Armor Pen will do more damage to champions than AD, so.
Do you have any idea on what AD you're going to be playing?
No, I don't know.
Okay.
Well, what support are you gonna play? Like
That's
what?
why I was asking about the AD.
No. I mean, just pick a support that you want, some help with, and then I'll pick an AD to complement it.
Uh, the supports that I'm best with are probably Sona and Leona. Sona, Leona, and Blitz, but
Okay. So what do you want to work on in this game?
just overall, like the decision making process. I kind of was looking to maybe play Janna with you because I am not a very good Janna, but
Okay. Yeah, we can definitely do that.
so if we're gonna do Janna, I will switch to Armor Pen here.
I'm probably just gonna do a blind pick game.
That's fine.
This might be easier to get bottom lane that way.
Okay.
We'll just lock it in.
Insta lock it.
Yep. All right. Are you good? I just went.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
One of my friends just told me to ask you a math question.
Oh yeah. What
I have
kind of
no
math
idea.
question?
I have no idea. He asked you about Taylor series once.
Oh yeah. Always open for math questions. I told corny math jokes in my calculus class today.
It's always a good time.
Why is your math textbook so sad? Because of all of its problems. Haha.
Oh my god.
Come on, that's a good joke.
Yeah, at least it makes the class interesting. Let's see here. I can play Janna if you want.
Okay.
Choice.
What AD would you like to run with Janna? Do you have a preference?
Nope, whatever one you feel like. Generally, I
Okay.
pick my support off of who picks AD since it's solo queue, but
I think I'll go either Ashe or Kog'Maw then. Janna's really
okay, if
good
you're
with
gonna play
Shift
Cog,
Lane.
I'll play Nunu.
No, Janna's really good with Cog too, though.
I don't know, I just feel like Nunu's stronger with him.
Like Janna Cog is one of my favorite lanes, actually. Nunu's really good, but that's just because
Yeah.
Nunu's broken right now. So
I love Nunu. He's so good support.
I'll play Ashe.
Okay. Anything you want to take that's... Okay, I was gonna say, I'm gonna grab Exhaust, so...
Yeah, I don't know what I'll grab for a second summoner yet, but yeah, you
Yeah,
should definitely
since
grab
it's blind.
Exhaust. Pretty much always Exhaust on Janna. I just can't decide if I want to heal or cleanse.
Yeah, since you can't see the team.
Yeah, it's always a
So,
gamble.
we have a Jungle Kennen.
I think I'll take cleanse.
Okay, never mind. That Stonewall tier 2 Jungle Gragas.
Is he tier 2?
Yeah, he's tier 2. Stonewall rated him up there. I assume it's because he's got the mobility and damage. I mean, he's got AoE clear with
guess
everything,
his
pretty
clear
much.
would be fast, and he's mobile. I don't know.
And he has a slow, at least.
I suppose. Yeah, I could say maybe working. Maybe. Alright, well, you have a skin, so that's good. We have
That was back when
we
I
have the
played,
skin
like,
lane.
I played Janna and in, like, against easy people.
Alright,
Dropped off
so-
from there.
So one of the first things whenever you support is the first thing you wanna do is look at what the enemy jungle is, because that'll tell you like in general what your warding situation has to be like. So we're blue team and they have Nautilus. So Nautilus is probably gonna start his blue
Yeah.
and then go and clear his top jungle. What that means is that we're probably not gonna get ganked until like at least 3 minutes or later.
Yeah, I was thinking probably around, like, 4.
Yeah, so we're not really going to have to worry about ganks early, which is nice. The other thing is you always want to look at the support matchup and understand, like, to figure out what kind of wards you can start out buying. Since you're Janna, like, you don't really care if you have bush control. Like,
Yeah.
Janna doesn't really need to be in a bush. Lulu doesn't really either. So, like, this matchup, it probably is going to be best just to start with, like, 3 vision wards or sight wards. Just the green
Foresight.
ones. Foresight or 3 if you want to start 3 potions. I like starting like Fairy Charm, 3 wards, and 3 potions. against high harass lanes, like a Corki Lulu is
Ah.
going to be a high harass lane. Or if I plan on being aggressive and really trading, like on Sona, I'll almost always start 3 wards and 3 potions
My
because I like
aim
to be
is
really
steady.
aggressive.
Got it. Well, I figure I'll probably try to at least do some decent auto attack here.
And you have to be really careful because
must
Lulu
press
is
on.
gonna be able to pretty much outtrade you every trade.
Yeah.
As Janna, you know, your harass really isn't that great. If you can get free auto attacks like on Corki when he's CSing, that's really good.
Swiftly now.
But you can really easily get punished hard by Lulu and Corki because like Lulu and Sona are the 2 like hardest harassers bottom lane. And in general, you
Agreed.
don't want to like force trades with them through harassing.
Oh, yeah. I get what you're saying.
Because you'll lose. But if you're able to get free right clicks without them getting back, it's really good. But in general,
want some of
like
this?
against a Lulu or Sona as Janna, you can't really do that without getting punished.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Until minions spawn.
I mean, Sona has a decent damage early, so like if you have to trade with someone, you usually can, but
Yeah, yeah.
or at least it seems like it.
Sona is really good to trade with. Hold on, I'm trying to fix my minimap. Or my webcam.
So Harley Sin has
My aim is
AP
steady.
runes. That's nice.
Minions have
Lovely.
spawned.
Alright, we should go back. I'm just gonna face check through here.
Shit.
So I'm not afraid.
You want some
Yeah.
We probably should have taken doubles, but I was busy trying to fix my webcam on my stream because
Yeah, I saw it.
But normally you'd want to take double golems and kite them out.
Yeah.
But we
Agreed.
don't get to. What skill did you start?
I haven't started anything yet.
Okay, so that's good. You generally don't want to start anything until you have to. At
I
this
think I
point,
might pick up shield here.
yeah, I would pick up shield because you don't really need anything
We
else.
must press on.
So. If you can like shield me when I get a volley and crit on them, it would be really good.
Okay.
But they might just hide until I use my crit. So, all right, like go ahead and shield me.
Swiftly now.
And then I got a bunch of extra damage for that. So that's good.
I'm gonna turn off my range indicators
We
real quick.
must press on.
And yeah, that's the harass that I was
Yeah.
talking about that you have to be careful with.
You want
Like
some
you
of
can't
this?
trade with a Corki when his Q's up if he's not like busy last hitting.
Swiftly now.
This Lulu is playing very passive, which is good. She should be being like way more aggressive.
I don't know if I can get out to ward here or not.
And that's okay.
Agreed.
We don't really need it. Because, you know, Nala's is probably top. But I'll try
Yeah.
to make sure that we get kind of pushed up so that you can ward.
My aim is steady. Right between the eyes.
Alright, so Lulu is ease down, so we can be a little aggressive if we want. You just always want to keep in mind that
I want to
you
get a
cooldowns.
ward out before we do anything.
Okay.
Agreed.
Nice thing is they don't really have like much kill potential.
Yeah, they just they
Like-
can't win a full fight.
Like leaving like that would be really scary against like
Swiftly
a
now.
Taric or something.
Yeah.
He would just go fight us. I think you can tank the wave like I just did to prevent it from hitting the turret for your AD, like in solo queue,
My
if they don't
aim
do
is
that.
Steady.
Yeah, they don't. Usually when I'm playing like Blitz or Leona, I'll hold it up.
Yeah. And then another thing is you can help balance out the wave. You know, just throw some right clicks if you notice the wave is pushing to our
You
tower,
want
just
some
to
of
just to
this.
slow it down. Just kind of lane control is something that's pretty important. This is a really boring lane to play because we pretty much just farm.
I think usually where I struggle when I play like Leona or Blitz, it's I think I get too aggressive late game and don't protect my
We
carry
must press
enough.
on.
Yeah, and that's always something that's really hard to tell what you should be doing. Oh, that was a good nado from you. The slow was like too late because I had already
We must
disengaged,
press
but
on.
it was fine.
So this bush is warded.
An enemy has been slain.
Yeah, we can keep going on this.
Swiftly now.
Nice job.
My aim is steady.
Alright, so that was good.
Alright, I'm gonna go pick up Philosopher's Stone here.
Yeah, that's a good time. Actually,
Okay.
Agreed.
oh, you
Let
can
me-
go, you can go, you're fine.
Okay, I just didn't want you getting up there under tower or get killed.
Nah, I shouldn't. I just didn't want this Corki to get all this CS
must press
like,
on.
Free.
for free, yeah.
I can wait here for like 10 seconds to pick up another ward.
Okay. So yeah, with Janna, like in the lane, it's all about knowing like
Quickly now.
when you should go and when you should back off. Like right there, you know, they use their abilities. I have your shield on me for damage, and like that's a really good time to go. And in solo queue, like you have
My
to
aim is
recognize
steady.
that and initiate that. That's like the big thing when playing Janna in lane.
Yeah. And I think,
Agreed.
I don't know, at lower elo it feels like Janna is just harder to play in general.
And I think she's the most mechanically difficult support to play. Like
I
you
don't-
have to land your Q, you have to have good
You
shield
want
timing
some of
because like
this?
with shield timing, it's not just about blocking damage; it's about also providing
Yeah.
all the
The extra
opportunity
damage.
to do damage. Yeah, and it's really hard to get shield timings.
I tend to, like,
now.
I'm mechanically fast when I play, I feel like.
An enemy
Like, I can get my
has been
tornadoes
slain.
off, like, fast enough that they hit people, but... And I mean, I've seen Jannas that they can't get the Qs to go fast
You
enough,
want some of
Right.
and they just end up missing, but
So we definitely
It's
need
the-
a ward up.
yeah, I'll go get that. It seems like when I play Janna in general, it's... Overall,
Agreed.
I don't know when... Like, I don't know my limits.
Yeah, and I
Because
mean,
obviously she's different than, like, a Leona.
right. And Janna, like you do a lot of like you go in and back out.
Press on.
So it's like you run up to land your tornado and slow, and then you back off and let your AD carry do the damage. Because you're so squishy, like you can't tank it.
Yeah.
My aim is steady.
I'm losing in CS.
We must press on.
GG. A lot of that, because it's really hard to talk and play.
Alright,
You want some of this?
alright, Lulu's E's down.
Oh, we have to be careful. We can maybe fight if we do it before Lulu 6. Yeah, actually, this is good for us.
Freeze.
Oh my god, I didn't think that was up. Because my cleanse wasn't up yet. I thought it was the same cooldown, but that was bad. Oh well, we tried.
Has been slain.
Tried to flash it, I was too late.
That's okay. I didn't realize like Lux was coming too, so it was silly aggression, but I got greedy for the kill.
Well,
what-
on the bright
aim
side, you
is
did pick up a
steady.
kill.
yeah.
It wasn't for absolutely nothing.
Yeah, that's my bad. I just assumed you were 6'2", because I was 6. But
Agreed.
that was not correct. And I also assumed that his Ignite would not be up.
Yeah.
So
When I saw the Ignite come down, I tried to throw the shield up, but I didn't.
Yeah.
It just wasn't enough.
I was just like,
Quickly now.
I don't have Cleanse, he won't have Ignite. Yeah, that was wrong.
So you can cleanse the Ignite though, right?
Yeah, like his first Ignite I just cleansed right away.
Okay. Does it keep the healing reduction though?
We must
The whole way?
press
I'm
on.
not positive. I don't think so, but I'm not positive on that.
It looked like the symbol for the healing reduction was still above you.
Yeah, it might. It definitely might stay.
Swiftly now.
So one thing you can do is if you ever have like extra money, you can buy pink wards instead of green.
Yeah.
And it's really good to like counter ward.
Agreed.
Did you shield me on that?
No. I was out of range of the shield.
That's one thing you gotta be careful of.
An enemy has
You always
been
want to
slain.
make sure you're in shield range, like at all times.
Agreed.
Shield was on cooldown right there.
My aim is steady.
Oh shit.
You want some of this?
So I'm
Yeah.
not. Why did you ult?
Slain.
Because I was trying to push Corki back to you.
Okay. Yeah. Pretty much like you don't want to ult aggressively like that,
We must press on.
unless like you're sure you can make a play from it. And the other thing is like Corki was really high health. Like I'm not gonna be able to kill a Corki like that.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
My aim
I saw
is
Lulu drop
steady.
low, so I tried to shoot them both back towards you. I mean, I got Lulu back to you, but there wasn't
And,
any
like-
followed up because of knowledge.
Yeah, and the other thing is like it wasn't needed. Like Lulu was arrowed by
You
me,
want some of this?
and like she was gonna be perma-slowed. Like she wasn't gonna get away. And
So I actually saved her.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if you saved her. It was more like not
Swiftly
coming.
now.
Alright, I'm gonna go ward right now. I'm just gonna head straight up there.
Agreed.
I can't believe Lulu lived. I'm still not positive how she lived. Yeah, like you're watching the stream. Like I messed that up on Lulu. I didn't hawk shot the bush she ran into. I think she might have flashed my
We
volley
must
though,
press
because
on.
or she ulted herself maybe. I'm not really sure how she lived. I'm pretty behind Corki now because he has BF. So now we play like really passive.
You want some of
So you always
this?
want to like be looking at the items.
Yeah.
See who has item advantage.
Swiftly now.
Killing spree.
Well, Corki flashed at least.
My shield's down right now.
We must
Yeah.
press on.
You should probably just base. Like you're so low. You don't want to get.
I've got
bursted.
potions going right now.
Okay.
Agreed.
Alright, my ult's back now.
My
Yeah, I have
aim is
arrow, but no
steady.
mana. So. I thought. Did you have shield there?
Yeah, I just got it. I was a little late on it.
You want some of this?
Yeah, I'm like 1,000 gold, so. It'd be nice
Agreed.
to stay, but you have to be a little careful. No, we have ults is nice, so we can disengage if we have to. But
Right between the eyes.
okay, yeah, I figured. Did the ulted and that's how she lived.
So who's better late game, Corki or Ash?
I'd say Ash, but I mean Corki's
My
still good
aim
late game.
is steady.
So Lux
I
is
know that-
coming. We can bait this dive though, because Kennan's here.
Yeah,
so like we don't want to
Kennan's
let. Okay, I was gonna say we don't want to act like we know she's there, but I mean it's obvious now.
We must press on.
Oh, I thought Kennan was
He
going.
didn't keep going. Oh, he's going in.
Okay.
Swiftly now.
I have no idea what just happened.
Slain.
I thought Kennen was gonna keep going in.
Too. You gotta be careful of getting like that close with low HP though.
You
Yeah.
want some of this?
Yeah, that was weird. Kennen like ran and then. Oh, yeah, I don't think he had ult. Yeah, I guess he didn't have ult for that, which is like really silly. He should tell us that.
I don't know. The guy next to me saying that Kennen
Freeze.
continued to go in the whole time, so I might have missed it.
No, he ran. He lightning rushed in and then backed out right when I arrowed.
And then it looked like he turned back around and went back in.
Yeah, he did.
We must press on.
And I think what happened is Kennen didn't have ult, so he like ran in and then ran out, but he didn't have ult.
Oh, I got it.
I'm just really confused why he was bottom with no ult, so whatever.
All right,
Agreed.
I'm
So
gonna.
solo queue for you. Might have to flash.
I had to flash for that.
Yeah, that's fine.
I wasn't sure if you were gonna die.
Like, I had flash. I thought I was
My
gonna be
aim
fine.
is steady.
And then I saw you, so I was like, I'm good. And then you flash shielded. I was like, okay. And then I still had to flash, but it's all good. I need like 200 more gold for BF, and then this lane will get better. But it's rough, because Corki has 2
Swiftly now.
kills. It's 2-0 and 3. And like 10 CS, so we're definitely losing this lane pretty hard.
Agreed.
Like that last play with Kennen really screwed our lane up. Like we got the good first kill, but then you know, that play with kind of the missile, and then
Yeah.
that play with Kennen. Now we've pretty much lost this lane.
I'm gonna try to go ward here.
Well, we see Nautilus right now, so like it's not urgent. But if you think it's a good time, you can go.
It looks like it's like I should be fine warding.
Yeah, you should.
You want
Their
some
ward
of
just
this?
went down too. Looks like Lulu's going up to put up another one.
I have BF. I just need to go buy it.
Okay.
We must press on.
Alright, Lulu's shield's down.
Swiftly
I
now.
just missed like all those. I mean, it would be nice. Like we haven't had any jungle pressure bottom for us, but they've only had one gank too.
You want some of this? My aim is steady.
Oh, we just have to leave. They can just dive us 4v2.
Swiftly now.
So at this point with Janna, like you just sit on me.
Looks like Naught's right here in this bush.
Your turret has been
Like your whole job at this point in the game is just to save me. Janna's one of the Janna's one of the few supports where you really will just only sit on your AD carry, and like that's the only person that you should ever watch.
Are they gonna drag in here? I
We
can't
must
tell.
press
I
on.
don't think so. They're just kind of roaming. So this is kind of like once they take, if you're in the situation where they take your turret like that, one thing you can do is like you can roam as support if I can freeze the lane near our turret.
Okay.
It doesn't
My
look
aim
like
is steady.
I'll be able to. Maybe. It might push back far enough, but like it's kind of an iffy call because like right now you could be helping the team mid,
Agreed.
but if they both come back bottom lane, then I'm gonna be in huge trouble.
Someone needs to stop that. Trin can't just sit behind the tower and AFK farm.
Right between the eyes.
Well, we're gonna at least put some pressure. Like
My
Corki has
aim
eye
is
edge,
steady.
so like we're really behind. Pretty much don't want to fight at all.
Yeah.
Swiftly now.
He's got like 30 CS up on you. Are you gonna keep it up on the tower or?
I am right now. Just because I wanted to reset.
We must press on.
And then I'll go back to just last hitting. The nice thing is he only has boots 1, so like we
Yeah, but
we
isn't-
can't die to him pretty much.
Agreed.
But he's got Valkyrie as well. So.
Yeah, but like with our disengage and him only having boots 1, it's pretty impossible for us to die unless I lag out like I am right now.
You want some of
Okay,
this?
there we go. Okay, good. I kept running backwards apparently.
Yeah, I threw a NATO up, but
It's
he pretty
like-
much backed off after that. You did
Okay.
attack Lulu, but then right away you started walking back
Quickly now.
again. Alright, so we don't have any wards here.
Yeah, so this is pretty scary.
And I can't really get out there to get any help right now.
My aim is steady.
The nice thing is, okay, well they're both top, so Nautilus and Lux.
We must press on.
I'm getting really weird lag right now.
Swiftly now.
No, we can actually trade okay with them.
Okay, I'm gonna go Warder try though.
You want some of this?
And like, that would be a really good ward to get. Like, try and that is really all we need warded, because then we'll see all the entrances into our jungle.
But wouldn't that be a problem because we're gonna miss like Dragon? If they Dragon.
I mean, you won't see them do Dragon. It's true. All right. Well,
We must
someone's
press
already
on.
given up. Yay, solo queue. This Gragas is actually doing okay though. And like, I'm behind, but not abysmally.
Yeah.
Agreed.
So what kind of boots do you recommend on Janna?
I like cooldown boots or Merc treads if you really need it. But like as Janna, you shouldn't ever really get CC'd pretty much.
Yeah.
You want some of this?
Looks like Corki wants to kill me.
AD Gragas. It's a new one.
Yeah,
I think that's the first time I've ever seen a Gragas built AD.
My aim
I've
is
seen it a few
steady.
times. He's doing pretty well for himself at least.
Yeah.
We must press on.
Corki, I think, is going to the red buff.
Yeah,
We
I
can
think.
kill him.
Yeah, he's going to Gragas here.
Oh, Gragas fight him. Oh, I missed. GG.
Agreed.
Alright, so we gotta get out of here.
We needed to like Kennen not to die, so it needed to happen.
Swiftly now.
That ult was really late by me.
Yeah, and that's one thing like, with Janna, like you have to ult early, or just don't ult at all, pretty much. Like
When
you
I saw the
you can't-
Corki missile miss, I thought maybe I could save him, Leeson.
Yeah.
Oh god.
An ally has been slain.
That tower's
we
gone.
must press on.
Your turret has been destroyed.
But yeah, like with Janna ults are hard because you just can't hesitate at all with them.
Freeze.
Oh, I'm dead. Red buff.
You're
Oh,
running right into
man.
Nautilus. Keep going up the
Yeah.
river.
I think I'll try to be sneaky
want
and
some
just
of
recall
this?
right here.
Nope.
Oh my gosh, will it work? It worked! Yes!
Oh my god.
The
he
great
missed.
escapes.
Agreed.
Misses the missile.
The great escapes. Alright, someone in chat, sorry a while ago, said, is Corki really good
So
last
I
week
think I'm
'cause
gonna
he
finish
did a lot
Aegis
of
before
hits?"
I finish my second tier boots
My
here.
aim is steady.
Yeah, so I like building Aegis first on support if you're behind, and Shirelia's first if you're ahead. So Aegis would be good. Someone's
Well, what do you
saying
think about Zeke's Herald?
Zeke's is a good third item. I think Aegis and
Quickly
Shirelia's
now.
are just way too important to
Okay.
put off.
I mean, I guess most of the time, usually my jungle has it.
Yeah,
When
true.
I'm playing, usually when I'm playing like Blitz, I'll build Zeke second because it helps my AD so much.
Yeah, and Zeke's is good.
And I
Especially
guess
if you have like
I-
multiple people that benefit from Zeke.
Yeah. One of my friends who plays top lane plays a lot of Xin Zhao.
Yeah.
My aim.
And
is
yeah, if you have
steady.
someone
I
like a Zed, or anyone that can really benefit from the Zeeks outside of your AD carry, then it's a really good idea.
Okay. I'm gonna come bottom lane here again and try to meet up with
My
you.
aim is steady.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get back some pressure.
Yeah, but I mean, you
I'm
have
probably
no wards
just
right
gonna
now.
die,
You're really
yeah.
vulnerable.
Yeah, there it is.
We must
Yeah.
press on.
I can't. Oh, Lux is coming too. Yeah, there's nothing I can do there.
Anyway, so someone says Corki good last hitter. Yeah, he's doing well. There's a
Alright,
combination of
Dragon's
me.
gone.
I've missed probably 20 CS this game because I'm distracted talking, and a combination of just those couple plays that got us really behind. But Corki's last
Lee
hit
is,
pretty well. Like I'm not last hitting very well at all.
I think he's done with this game.
because yeah, he's pretty much giving up. But like we got really far behind in lane. We got the first
I usually
blood.
try to not give up.
Yeah, I don't
I mean,
like. Pretty much, there's you can always come back.
Yeah, I've seen some pretty crazy comebacks.
But this one is this one's not looking good.
Yeah.
Swiftly now.
All right, I'm gonna finish up Aegis and grab a couple more wards.
Okay.
Looks like they either have oracles or pink Dawn Dragon.
But anyway,
'Cause
what
they
happened?
Took that down.
What
so.
happened bottom lane is
Agreed.
we got behind. There was we got first blood, and then the next engage was really bad. Like the Janna kind of messed everything up.
I can hear you talking through your stream, but I can't hear you.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm just like talking in general.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm explaining what happened, which I guess you should know too. But yeah, so like we got the first blood, which is good, and then we kind of fell behind. Like there's that weird engage with kind of the funny ult, and Nautilus was there, and his bad timing, and then like the weird Kennen gank really screwed us.
Agreed.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you can learn a lot from a loss still, no matter what.
Yeah. And I think
My
like
aim
so
is
far like
steady.
your Janna play has been pretty good. Like your ults have been kind of awkward all game though. And like the ult timing is like the hardest thing with Janna.
I think that comes from the fact that I don't play Janna very much either.
And it's definitely like something like pretty much the best way to use Janna ult. It's like the second you think like, oh, this isn't good, you hit the ult.
Use some of this.
Like it goes hand in hand. Like the second you think, oh, this is bad, you just hit ult and it fixes everything. But if
Basically
you go,
resets the fight.
yeah, but if you go, oh, this is bad,
My
let's wait
aim
and
is
see how bad it
steady.
gets. Like it's way too late.
Yeah. I get
And-
what you're saying.
And like that seems to be like what your ults have been. Oh wow, that was like the worst arrow of my life. Really? Does Gragas flash still got knocked up? Oh my god. What a team player.
Oh no.
Okay.
That is one big Nautilus.
Our team is just really far behind at this point.
Yeah,
I was like,
I don't know. I was trying to keep top out, but
yeah. And I mean, really, like ideally, you should pretty much just stay with me all game. One thing that's happened with your roaming is like you're really behind now in levels. And you have to really watch that whenever you play support. Like, it's really easy when you're playing support to roam too much and,
Yeah.
and get yourself really far behind.
Agreed.
oh crap.
Like this Tryndamere 278, 280 CS. He's
Yeah.
just had free farm
He's
all
gonna
game.
go crazy.
Press on.
He could probably just dive me and kill me.
I can't even get out to ward Baron here.
Nah, I mean, we have no presence.
Swiftly now.
Especially with Lee gone now.
Oh yeah, I forgot we left. We should probably just call it a day.
I just don't understand the point of getting angry and leaving a game.
Yeah. Anyway.
Like I see it a lot in ranked queues, like
Yeah.
at least at my elo. Oh
I
man,
hit an
that
arrow. I hit an arrow.
Okay.
Making
GG.
plays.
Now we come back.
4v4 now, let's do this.
Desperation Baron, in my opinion.
You want some of this?
Let's see here.
It's the worst
Their whole
idea in
team
the world.
knows. That was a terrible ward.
Oh my god, that
I just
hit
got a
me.
new mouse and I accidentally hit the button on my Oh, I am exhausting that Tryndamere. That is scary. I tried to get that last
I'm
second
dead.
shield off. Killed by your husband.
So where did you ult there? I didn't quite see it.
It looked like Gragas was trying to back off, and it looked like they were gonna dive in, and I ulted, and Tryndamere got shot away, but it didn't look like it was gonna go. Like I tried to get out after that, and then the fight kept going. So.
Okay. Like pretty much, yeah, with Janna, you just tunnel vision on your AD. Like, even if like maybe you can ult to save someone else, you just save it for your AD carry.
Got it. I guess I could have kept Tryndamere off you there.
Yeah,
afterwards.
exactly. And then like with someone like Tryndamere who has a low cooldown gap closer,
My aim is steady.
you want to use your ult like after they use their gap closer, because if they have it
Yeah.
up, you know, you ult him and then he just spins right back in.
Yeah.
Freeze.
Luckily, it doesn't look like they're baroning, but they should have taken it there.
Yeah, definitely.
Agreed.
Really, they could go take it now. There's not anything we can do about it.
No.
I'll
That's
try to go get a
45.
ward on it.
Yeah, I mean, maybe we can steal Baron. That might be the only way we can make this a game.
Swiftly now.
You never know.
But yeah,
Okay,
you
I
definitely
wanna go
just
that
want to be sitting on me
You want
like
some of
24/7 from this.
All right,
point.
I'm coming, but Trend is gonna make it to you first.
I don't think he can tower dive and kill me with ult up,
Swiftly
like
now.
with my ult up, but maybe.
I guess.
Swiftly now.
Oh my god, GG.
You missed that arrow.
Yeah. He spun right when I cast it, I think. I don't know. That was awful.
Oh
And
god.
then there's the Corky rocket anyway. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I thought I could kite him back, but
I tried to hit him away from you, but towards the tower still.
yeah.
I probably should have just hit him away.
Yeah, and like at that point his spin was back up too. So he was just gonna spin back regardless.
Turret has been destroyed.
I think I panicked because I saw the damage that was going down on you.
Yeah, like you could have ulted earlier. I honestly thought Gragas was gonna fight, and that's the only reason I chose to stick and fight there. But he just kind of sat and watched, so I don't know.
Agreed.
Oh god.
The Nautilus ult.
I got everything. Everything is down right now.
Oh, I got you, man.
My aim is steady.
Gragas, getting in front of you.
What a pro.
Problem is we don't have a tank line, especially without Lee.
Yeah. But I mean, I don't know. Yeah, at this point, you just sit on me, and that's it. You ignore everyone and keep me alive, pretty much, as Janna.
Not,
Like,
not always an easy job. I'll be right back.
Especially not against a trend with like 400 CS.
With entirely way too much stuff.
Nope.
Alright.
I don't think he's bought in a while though. I feel like he should have a lot more items than that.
Yeah, I think you're right. He just missed his spin through the wall as well. You never know, they could throw it.
I'm not even gonna like go on this. This is just scary.
So should I shield Gragas there? Or?
Swiftly now.
I mean you
I threw a
can.
tornado
Like
for
if I'm not in danger at all, you definitely can.
Okay.
This is like so bad. We should not be doing this.
Yeah, I don't know where Ken's
Agreed.
Like I don't understand. Now we get cut
Oh
off.
man. This is
Just run
bad.
this way. Run this way.
That
We can
doesn't
kite.
always work that way.
You want some of this?
Just push.
What?
Go for the hit. Go for the hit.
Oh no.
Agreed.
Make him ult at least.
Oh, I'm trying my
Swiftly
best.
now.
No, why didn't I crit? I didn't crit! So sad. Okay, well, at least that was a good example of the power of Janna Ashe kiting and why that's a really good pair. Like if they weren't so far ahead, we would have 3v2'd them right there.
Ken just fought a Corky, and Corky was in his ult, and Corky still killed him.
Well, that was a fun game. But yeah, so as far as like Janna goes, just the biggest thing is like your alt timings. Like, you
Well,
you-
the last one I saw him spin, so the first thing
no,
I did
that
was
that one was good. That was perfect. He spin in, you flung him out, and then I don't even think you needed to use that flash, but it's fine.
I was afraid.
Yeah, but, like,
Tryndamere a scary guy.
he is, and like that was really good.
He's
But,
got
like,
a pretty strong right arm.
Other than that, you're out like just don't hesitate. You know, it
Yeah.
seemed like you can tell when something is bad, and that's when you hit your ult just right away. You don't ever hesitate.
See, I thought about right when we were by the tower ulting, but then I stopped because I saw that you guys were pretty far ahead.
Right.
And I mean, I'm pretty fast, so
Yeah, but I don't know. It's hard to say much from that game. That game was like a really bad example. Like we were doing okay in lane. Like getting that first blood was good, and then that second thing was weird. Like, let me watch a replay real quick because I want to see exactly what went on with that ulti. But pretty much when you play Janna Ashe, like, you never really want to hard engage. Like, it seemed like you tried to go with that ulti by flinging them back.
yeah.
Like, you arrow, and then you chase as they try to run away while slowed. And, like,
And
you don't want to, like, fling Corki onto me in that case. Because,
Yeah.
like, we have the range advantage. We can kite him without him really hitting us. And when you just fling him onto us, like, that gets rid of the advantage Janna Ashe has.
so, is there any time that I mean, I've seen aggressive Janna plays before with the ult that. I mean, I know it's rare, but
That's like when you, like when a jungle's ganking, or when you know like that we're gonna be able to pick that kill. But mostly
Okay.
like with a jungle, like when you have a jungle, if you can like do some flash ult and fling him into your jungle, who can then secure the kill, then like that's a good play. But when you're, you know, when it's just Janna Ashe and you fling Corki into me, like I can't kill the Corki, you know. Like I'm not gonna 1v1 a Corki in a straight duel. But it's getting that like free damage as they try to run away. That's where we win.
yeah. I get what you're saying because I mean, Corki at point blank is just gonna hit you with everything he has.
Yeah, exactly.
And I mean, because isn't Phosphobomb pretty? It's pretty low range, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, like you don't really want to fling them like back unless they're like already low from a previous exchange and like you're sure you can pick up the kill or something.
Yeah.
Pretty much
I
like
guess.
like if you're for sure winning, then it's fine.
I see what you're saying. I think that's where the lack of Janna play comes in as well.
Yeah, definitely. And one thing I wasn't paying attention to was your exhaust timings as well. That's something that's really tricky, and something I didn't really like. When were you exhausting? Because it's something like I never really felt like I saw.
I exhausted Tryndamere every single time he got close to you.
Well, what about like
in the
in those
fights.
lane fights?
I know I exhausted Corki, but I don't know if I exhausted him too late where he could Valk out of it or not.
Okay. Because like the big thing with exhaust is you want to use it like the second that they engage, pretty much.
Okay.
So the second that you see them go in, that's when you exhaust immediately.
Okay.
Like if you exhaust Corki as he goes in and he like phospho bombs and then like tries to right click but he's exhausted and then runs away, like that's perfect because he just blew his cooldowns while exhausted. Now he's running away and we get a bunch of free damage and he's probably going to be like too afraid to fight after the exhaust runs out. So like exhaust timing you want to use right away.
I know that I dropped exhaust on him once and he Valkyried like immediately when it hit him. Like I was just out of range for it and when I walked in to get it he Valkyried out.
Okay. Like in general, you don't want to use it like as a slow, pretty much. Like
Yeah.
you want to use it as like we're fighting and this is gonna win us the fight.
Yeah,
kinda
the
thing.
damage reduction basically.
Yeah. Like,
Um
the best thing to do is like as soon as they engage, you exhaust them, and then they're totally screwed. And,
so should I put off like a tornado before I exhaust or just exhaust?
I mean, if you can NATO, like that's good, but you don't have to. And so this kind of all goes into like positioning in the lane. Like when you're playing Janna, you always want to be in shield range of your carry. And whenever
Yeah.
a fight's going on, like you have to be in a situation where you can exhaust their carry as soon as they fight. Like if you're behind me, then like if they go on me, you can't get that exhaust off before I take a bunch of damage.
Yeah.
You know. So and this is true as any support. Like you always have to be close enough to your AD carry, and like if you want to be behind him, that's fine, but you can't be significantly behind because you have to be in exhaust range pretty much at all times.
Yeah. And I mean, obviously, like Blitz, it's pretty straightforward when you exhaust,
Yeah.
when you grab them. I mean,
But even like if you miss a grab and they turn on you and like
Yeah.
they engage on you, like you can exhaust right away. Like it's pretty obvious when they change from like farming into fighting. And that's the moment when you flip the exhaust and fight them, you know?
'cause I mean, no matter what, you can basically win the fight with exhaust on them, can't you?
Yeah.
I mean, unless you're really behind.
I mean, you have to be careful though because like the enemy support's gonna have exhaust too.
Yeah.
So, you know, even if it's like a bad engage for you and they don't have exhaust, you're probably gonna win if you get a good exhaust off.
Yeah, but
But if-
I don't think Corki had cleanse either, so.
Right. He didn't have cleanse. And like I did, so that's really good for fights.
And I mean, that's one big thing that like I like cleanse on my AD carries for that reason.
Yeah. I did too. I mean, that game's hard to tell. Like, and then, like any Ashe lane, it's really good with jungle support after 6. Like, Aero Gangster is so good.
Yeah.
And it was just hard because Gragas, I don't think it literally ever came bottom.
No, he didn't. Well, he came bottom once, but it was warded.
Okay. And then, like, that Kennen gank was just so weird.
The one time Gragas came down, I think he made it to the like where Dragon was, and I think he turned around after that.
Oh, okay. But I mean, I don't know. It was just pretty much like we lost our lane mostly because of that second kind of fight where we got a kill, but they
Yeah.
got 2 kills. And then that's, you know, it's kind of a missile from you, but like we were still screwed because both Lux and Not were there. Like Not
Yeah,
was
I
there
didn't
and
know
Lux
Not was coming.
I didn't either. It was well played by them. And then after that, like that weird Kennen ult thing where he baited us into dying because he just ran and then ran away.
Yeah, it's pretty terrifying to flash into a Nautilus that's sitting on tower.
Yeah, for sure.
I flashed to knock him back, and I saw Nautilus at like the edge of my range
Yeah.
right
And
as
that-
I flashed.
And like that's another reason, like if you're gonna do like the flash ult play, you have to realize you're blowing like one of the best
Everything.
disengages in the game and your personal like escape. All for, you know, one play. And if you don't make that play, like you're totally screwed.
Yeah.
So like doing a flash ult play with Janna, it's just so risky.
I guess it would. I mean, like you hear about the big flash ult plays, but I guess that's more in team fights too.
Yeah.
The big flash ult from Janna where you split their team.
Right. And even most of the time, like it's a flash ult to save your AD carry or something.
Yeah.
Like it's really hard to initiate with a flash ult on Janna. Like even if you pull it off, you'll probably just die.
I think the one big thing I need to focus on is keeping my carry alive in team fights more.
Yeah,
'Cause,
definitely.
I mean, obviously they're gonna pump out the most damage.
And I mean, it depends. Like if you're someone like Leona or Blitz, your job in a team fight is really just going to depend on the situation. Because sometimes you're going to want to go in and try to like lock up and shut down their carries, but other times you're just going to want to sit on your AD carry.
Yeah.
And like, well, with Blitz actually, I'd say almost all the time you want to sit on your own AD carry. Like you want to fish for pulls, but if a team fight starts like without a pull or something, you just peel for your AD carry. And Blitz is really good at peeling.
Well, I mean, he's got like a million interrupts, so.
Yeah. Like you knock people up if they come, and then if they keep staying, you just pull them off of their AD carry.
So what do you
That's
do in
really
the
good.
case of like an Olaf?
Olaf's really hard to handle. 'Cause,
And
I
he
mean,
he's just gonna attack your carry as hard as he can, and Blitz can't do anything against him because he can't silence his ult.
right. And so, I mean, pretty much the only thing you can do is like Shirelli as your carry to help them kite.
So what do you think
Yeah.
about Locket of the Iron Solari?
It's a okay third item. Like if we only have one, like the AD carry is the only one that'll benefit from Zeke's, sometimes I'll build it as a third item.
So not Zeke's and Locket together.
I mean, Aegis and Shirelia's always. And there pretty
Yeah.
much are not many games where you're then also going to get a Locket and a Zeke's. So
Let's see. This game I have as Blitz, my final build was Locket with wards, Boots of Mobility, Aegis, Shurelya's, and Zeke's.
Yeah, I mean that's fine if you get to that point.
Is there something else that you think should be there instead, though?
Like on Blitz, like a Randuin's can be really good, or a Frozen Heart if you need one on your team.
Yeah. But I mean, most of the time I see that build in top lane.
Right.
And then the guy who's sitting next to me, he plays a lot of Rise, so
Yeah.
it's like you see Frozen Heart every game, no matter what.
Yeah, and I mean, so a Locket is great then. But if you don't have a Frozen Heart on anyone else, it's really good to pick it up on
Yeah.
support. Almost all supports will benefit pretty well from it. So
Yeah. So you definitely think, though, that... I mean, I know move speed's important, so I guess I'll focus more on the Reverie. I always thought maybe keeping that later. I think I usually pick that up as like a third item.
Reverie is really good.
Okay.
I think it's one of the best item in the game, to be honest. And even if your jungle has one, 2 Shurelya's is
Yeah.
good. There's no there's no disadvantage to having 2. It's not like Aegis where they don't stack or anything.
I guess
You
it's
just
like
get
an awesome
2
disengage.
Shurelya's.
It's an awesome disengage or a chasing tool. So.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's an engage and disengage, and late game, that makes or breaks fights.
So what do you feel about like mobility boots on
Um,
sports then?
I generally don't like them. They can be okay. Taric might be the only one I would honestly get them on. Just
Oh,
because the ability to close the gap and land the stun in lane is so good with it.
Yeah.
But
I think I built them only on Blitz in these last matches.
I'm not a huge fan of them on Blitz because you already have your W that'll make you faster than anyone for chasing.
But I mean, it's a good position. Like the mobility boots, they seem nice just to be able to the fast move speed in lane. Even if you're just trying to basically look frightening to zone people as Blitz, it seems like the move speed helps a lot there because if you have to, you can position around the minions to grab them.
Yeah, I mean, move speed is always helpful. I just personally I'd rather get Merc Tread or something to be tankier, especially as Blitz. Your whole kit is just designed to be in the middle of a fight and causing havoc.
So I mean, but lane wise,
Yeah, same thing in lane. You want to be tanky in lane so you don't just get insta-gibbed.
but I mean, pretty much, isn't it like if you land a pole, they're not gonna want to fight you?
yeah, but you don't always land pulls.
I guess.
And if you miss a pull, they might engage on you or jungle pressure happens for both teams.
Yeah.
And team
I see
fights
what
are
you're
on
saying.
dragon and everything. I'm not saying mobility boots are bad at all. I think it's perfectly viable to build mobility boots. I'm just saying personally I don't like them as much on Blitz. Just because I think W is enough. But if you like them, just keep building them. That's fine.
Do you max his E on him then
No, I max Q.
with Blitz?
Yeah, always. I mean, I didn't used to, but the reason is pretty much the only time you're really going to fight with a Blitz, especially early, is if you land a hook. And so decreasing the cooldown on hook to give you more opportunities and increasing the damage so that when you do land a hook, it's even more burst and it's an even better engage. I think it's worth it. But I know like elements levels W on Blitz, so that's another
Yeah.
option.
See, I always thought you just maxing his E would be the best because you can knock as many people up as possible. Like within a fight, you can just
Yeah,
keep
and
hitting people.
I used to do that too. That's what I used to do actually.
I think I actually remember watching a video where you said to max E on Blitz.
Yeah, and I used to do that. I all of his abilities are really nice to level. The thing with maxing E is I like it in team fights, but in lane you're pretty much not going to get more E's,
Yeah.
more than one E in a small engage. I don't know.
I guess, and by the time you get to team fight stage, you'll pretty much be leveled up to the point where the E cooldown will be fine anyways.
Yeah.
I've never looked at the points like that. So I guess that's kind of good to talk to someone about that.
And I level E last now on Blitz, like
Yeah.
QW than E. But I really think that he's one of the champions where I think maxing anything first is viable. There are a lot of there are a few champions like that. Like I think Lulu is the same way. Like leveling all of her abilities gives you a lot.
So basically, the three least played supports from me are Lulu, Soraka, and Janna.
Okay.
And is there? I mean, obviously, all the supports are good in different ways, but is there a certain preference that you would say?
What do you mean by preference? Like when to play
Like-
them, or
Certain, the fact that their usefulness.
I think it really just kind of depends on like what you're comfortable with, and pairing with your AD carry is the most important thing.
Yeah, I mean,
Um,
every time I see like an Ezreal, I'll take Leona or Alistar or Blitz.
Yeah, or like I really like as Soraka even. Like I mean, my most played in ranked right now is Soraka with a 72% win rate, and like I think she can be really good. She's kind of falling out of favor as opposed to like Blitz and Leona nowadays, but
Yeah, I see. I don't play a lot of Soraka because I have played Soraka, and I know when I do, it's similar to my Janna play. I try to make too many plays that I can't as Soraka because really Soraka just, I mean, she can silence like a strong AP caster or something, and I mean she can make big plays, but it's like she can't.
it's more subtle. Like
Yeah,
with Blitz and Leona, like and Taric, like it's very obvious how you're supposed to play, like in the plays you can make. And like with supports like Janna and Soraka, it's a lot like it's not as obvious when you make big plays.
yeah. I mean, I see now that like Sona's becoming more popular again. I don't know if that's just because of the skin or not, but I've liked Sona since I got her a long time ago, and I've played her a lot. And she seems I'd say she's probably my favorite.
Yeah.
Otherwise, probably Blitz, just because it's fun to pull people around as Blitz.
It is.
But I mean, how do you feel about Sona and like how she's played?
Sona, I think she's really good at being played like very aggressively in lane through poking, but not like full on engage aggressive. Like
Yeah,
you harass all the time, you try to get Qs on people, and then when your power code's up, you try to get Q right click, and then you always just Q right click, press W, and run away. You never do an extended trade with Sona.
and I mean, it seems like just. I wonder. I have to check. Maybe I'll check her base stats real quick. See if
Like
it feels almost like hers are higher than, like, hers would be higher in poke than like Janna or Soraka's.
Oh, definitely. I mean, just from the aura benefits that you get. And like Sona is pretty much the support I'm maining right now. Like in the last 2 Go for Lulz my team has done, I've played Sona in all but 1 game each tournament.
Okay.
So Sona is pretty much the only support I'm playing right now.
Okay, and you play, and you guys, when you play Sona, you play Magic Pen on her.
I have 2 different pages. I'm experimenting with a Magic Pen one. So like
Okay.
if you look at my runes, I have the support and the Sona page. Support armor and Sona. Those are the 2 pages I'm experimenting with.
Okay.
I don't think that I'm not liking my Magic Pen and AP page. I thought it would be nice on Sona to really take advantage of her early poke, but I don't feel like it's significant enough to make up for the lack of armor. So
Okay.
I've been experimenting with it, but I'm still liking armor more. So
Okay, because I've been playing AD simply for the fact that I know that if I can get like ranged right clicks, then it's gonna make, that little bit of difference for every time you get it off.
yeah,
But I just
and
have
if
had
you're gonna
no
do
clue what to
that,
put.
armor pen will probably be better. The other thing is like my reasoning for taking Magic Pen on Sona is because it's the only thing our power cord will scale with.
Yeah.
So
So, like, I guess I probably should have played Sona with you because it would have made more sense for me to, learn her. But
All good.
I realize that Sona is more of an aggressive support as well. So I'm trying to learn how to, if I get a carry that isn't Ezreal, Graves, Corki, I mean even Sivir, because Sivir's decent with like Alistar, Taric,
Sivir Sona is an amazing lane.
and I guess I've been, because I mean I know how to play Sona, I know how to play like decently as Blitz, Leona, like the aggressive supports, but when I play like Soraka or Janna, it never turns out well. And I guess that's why I wanted to play Janna, so you could,
Yeah, and
teach
I
me
think
how.
like Augustine, like with Janna and Soraka and stuff, you really allow your AD carry to make the big plays. Like that's
Got
your
it.
goal with them. Like it's really a true support. You're supporting your AD versus like Leona or Blitz or Taric or whatever. You're really hard engaging and initiating these big fights. When you switch and you play someone like Sona, or not Sona, because Sona you can do the same thing. But when you play like Janna or Soraka, you're playing a much more passive role in that you're allowing your AD to make the plays. Like your goal is you back off and let your AD do everything.
Got it. So, what are the times that you would max W in lane as Sona?
If I were getting destroyed by like a heavy poke lane,
Yeah, like
so
if you were
something like Ez Lulu if you fall behind, or like Caitlyn Nunu or something, but only if you fall behind. Like even if you're against a heavy poke lane, I still like max and Q is the way to go.
because
You can just trade back the pokes. So.
yeah, me and one of my friends we were doing Sona as bottom lane, and I mean it's a decent poke lane, but we went against Soraka Varus, and I put a couple points into Q, but finished off W first because, I mean, Varus is just going to keep shooting arrows at you all game.
Like I really, really don't like maxing W first on Sona. Like if you can avoid it, I think you should max Q at all costs.
Okay.
Like her Q power core does so much damage.
Yeah.
It's insane. And sacrificing that, I think, is a bad idea. I think as soon as you sacrifice that, you've resigned to the fact that you've lost the lane and are just trying to survive it.
Got it.
And I hate
So
doing
it's more
that,
of a last ditch kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. Like I hate playing to survive your lane. I think you should always be playing to win your lane.
That's really good to know because that's the one thing I think I've had problems with is Sona is knowing when to max something else. I mean, I've
don't
always
like
maxed Q when able, but I don't know when to switch.
I don't like switching. I'm just too big of a fan of the huge Q power cord nukes.
So, I mean, is Sona's ult a lot like Janna's, where you wouldn't use it aggressively unless you know for a fact you're gonna pick up a kill? Or
No. Sona ult you just engage with. You just initiate. Like Sona ult is very, very strong.
so you start fights with it rather than you wait till you know you can pick up a kill with it, or
yeah, you can definitely start fights with Sona ult.
Okay,
it's
because
very powerful. It's like a ranged Amumu ult.
Okay, because usually I've just used it when I know that, if they engage on us and I can see that, we're going to win it, I'll throw my ult out there. Otherwise, I'll try to disengage it.
Be much more aggressive with your ult. Like they engage on you. If you ult both of them, you're probably gonna win that fight.
Okay.
Like if you ult both of them at a time where your AD carry is going to be putting out damage the whole time they're hit with your ult, you're going to win that fight. Like it's very good. Especially if you're able to position yourself so that you ult like multiple people. It's extremely effective. And it's so good at engaging too.
So is bush control important as Sona then?
It is, because the whole goal when you're playing Sona, like your whole goal in lane is to try to get the Q power cord off while taking like minimal return damage. Like if you can Q and right click them before they react and are able to hit you back, like you win the lane if you can do that 3 or 4 times in a row. And bush control is really important for that because you can stand in the bush and get close to them, and that allows you to get the
Yeah.
Q right click off before they can react, and then you run away.
And I guess, I mean, being hidden in the bush allows for like good positioning with your ult too, I assume.
Yeah. And I mean, just straight up engaging with your ult, you know, you probably don't want to do, like, if they're full health and you guys are
Yeah.
full health, it's probably a waste. But, like, it's so good, like, if your jungle's coming, initiate with a Sona ult, and you're going to get a really good gank off.
So it's like an Ash arrow.
Yeah, exactly.
So, I mean, what I've noticed in my own play, like with and without you, like the last game I did it, I flashed for that shield.
Yeah.
Is it? I mean, was it wise to flash for that shield, or
If you think, like, it's going to, you know, save someone, then yeah, for sure. You can make
like
big clutch
flash is
plays.
worth that?
Yeah. And I'm not sure if it was necessary. I can't remember if I took another auto. I think it was.
I know you flashed, but I wasn't
Yeah.
sure if you were gonna die or not.
I can't remember. But yeah, I mean, it's, you know, it's fine. Like, when you're playing someone like Janna, that's pretty much what your flash is for. Like, you shouldn't ever get caught as Janna.
Yeah, 'cause
Like-
she's so fast.
Like, late game, she's so fast, you're going to be behind your AD carry. Like, you should pretty much never get caught as Janna. And so,
Got it.
you know, if you do get caught on Janna, that means you did something wrong. And so, well, what your flash is there for is to, you know, make big flash ult plays or flash shield plays.
Yeah.
And for the lane, of course.
Yeah.
That's the biggest reason to take flash.
So definitely one thing I'm gonna try to work on here is some Janna play here, so I can figure out how to actually play her. You know, I mean, I feel mechanically sound with her. With, you know, like tornadoes or
Yeah.
whatever it is. Like, I feel like I can get besides some of my shielding time, then mechanic wise I felt fine with it. But
Yeah, it's the decisions. Like, Janna's really hard because it's both hard mechanics and hard decisions. So, like, I think out of all the supports, she has the hardest mechanics and the hardest, like, decisions to make. So,
and I feel like maybe like it's Janna where if you make the wrong decision, you're gonna get screwed.
yeah, you definitely.
Whereas-
like, you have the chance of backtracking, but honestly, like, I think that it's really hard to make a situation worse with your ult. Like, and I know, like, a lot of people are, like, scared of doing a bad ult, and so, you know, you hesitate because you're like, oh, I don't want this to be a bad ult. But it's really hard to make a situation worse than it already is with Janna ult. Unless
Yeah,
you,
when
like, ult a Kennen with ult up into the middle of 5 people or something.
I had there was a game when I first picked up Janna that I threw somebody through their blue buff wall into my jungler who was low HP when I was saving my carry, and he
Yeah,
got
I
mad
mean,
at me.
That stuff happens. Like, I've done it. You know, I've done some dumb things with Janna
Yeah.
ults, and it just happens. Like,
That's one of those freak things that shouldn't ever even really happen. Like when Alistar pushes someone through a wall. I mean,
yeah.
it shouldn't ever happen, but I guess it does. So, do you like Alistar in lane then, or?
Yeah, he's a really good support in lane.
Because I know he's kind of developed into the jungling monster. So I see. I mean, is that why people ban him? Is they ban him because he's in the jungle now, or is he banned? Is he's like one of the most common bans on the NA server now?
Yeah, he's pretty much perma ban. And I mean, it was from his jungle. Like, his jungle was insane. He's gotten hit with a lot of nerfs. I think people are still banning him now just because, like, he used to be OP.
Yeah. I mean, I think he's good. I don't think he's OP. I don't think he's any worse than like a Leona or a Blitz. Like Leona gets a hold of you and you're gonna feel it.
I mean, he's insane because he has AoE CC on a normal ability. Like, that's pretty rare.
Yeah, I guess.
I'm having a hard time thinking of another AoE CC
Malphite.
ability.
Well, I guess that's
a
his ult.
normal non-ult ability besides, like, Vygar Cage. Right? It's hard
That's a
to
good
think
question.
of one, right?
Hold on, let's see here.
See if anyone in chat.
Well, I
has
guess there's the
thought of one.
Cho'Gath silence and rupture.
Right, but that's a skill shot, right?
Yeah.
You can dodge it. Makai doesn't really have AoE CC. I mean, his smash, I guess, kind of technically, right? But I mean, so you know what I mean? Like, they're pretty
Yeah.
much, you know,
Diana.
AoE. Yeah, it's true. But AoE CC is really rare on a non-ultimate ability.
Yeah.
And
I
when
get
you
what you're
put
saying.
that, when you combine that with someone with something like, you know, his ultimate, which makes him incredibly tanky for no items, as well as really great sustain through a heal.
Yeah, the fact that he can heal in lane while providing CC, which is what Blitz and Leona lack.
Right, exactly. He has initiation of like Blitz and Leona. He has, I think, better peel than both of them.
Yeah, because he can push him away.
He's tankier than all of them, and he provides sustain. Like, he's just the perfect support. So
I think what I really like about Alistar is even if you don't land your combo, like if you don't combo somebody, you can still make like really big plays. I played Alistar in a ranked game a couple days ago,
yeah, I played him
And-
in I played him in one of the match on the Go for Law on Sunday.
and
It was bad. I don't play good Alistar, but I wanted to try him.
yeah, and I mean they had a Karthus, and I mean Karthus does the thing like right as he's about to die, he flashes onto your team. But the thing is that as Alistar, you can actually come out of the pack of your team when you see that that's going to happen. And I pushed Karthus out like farther away from the fight
Yeah,
at
he's
some
re-
points because it's like at low elo or like I mean I'm like almost 1250 now, and it's like I don't know why, but everybody loves to stand on a dead Karthus
yeah,
who just
for sure.
destroys your team because you do that.
No, I mean, Alistar is really good against like Karthus or Kennen or Fiddle.
Yeah, I can.
You know, all those champions, you can just headbutt him right away, and it's really, really good. No, Alistar is really like the perfect support, and his level 2 is insanely strong. Like if you're against an Alistar and they're on blue side and they took double golems, bottom lane, like you're screwed. It's
Yeah.
really hard to do much because they're gonna hit level 2 before you, and they're just gonna zone you.
Got it.
And like if you don't get a jungle gank like right then to relieve the pressure, you just get zoned for like a wave and a half just because they have Alistar.
Yeah. So the one carry I don't see a whole lot on the circuit because I mean I know there's still a lot of Graves, Ezreal, Corki, but I don't ever really see Vayne.
Yeah.
Is there a reason for that?
Well, her laning is pretty weak. I think it's a combination of being weak early game, combined with being really hard to play. Like she's hard to play.
Yeah.
You have to be very, very good mechanically to play a good Vayne. And so I think it's that combination is why you don't see her. Like, why play Vayne when there are other champions that are better?
Yeah.
Like,
I guess other champions have escapes too, which is like the new huge thing that you need to have on a carry.
well, it's not. I mean, if you look at like why Graves, Ezreal, and Corki were so strong, like yeah, they have escapes, but it wasn't just that. It was also that they're very strong through all the phases of the game.
Yeah.
Like they're very strong early, very very strong mid game, and very strong late game. So it's like yeah, if you want to pick Vayne, like yeah, you have a stronger late game, but it's not worth A, how hard she is to play.
You might not
B,
make it.
Yeah, how horrible her lane phase is. So
So, what kind of support should you play with a Vayne? Say you have it, because I see like Vaynes, they're always with a Taric or a Blitzcrank.
I mean, Alistar is really good with her. You can go for an early kill. Like their level 2 is going to be really strong because if you can,
Yeah.
you know, headbutt, pulverize, and condemn, you're pretty much going to kill anyone.
Got it.
And then he also provides, you know, the protection. He could just sit on her and protect her all game, as well
Got
as
it.
sustain. Like Alistar is the perfect support for Vayne. But if you can't get Ali, Taric works okay. Kind of the same thing. He provides, you know, some sustain.
Yeah.
If you're able to pin someone next to a wall, you know, you can set up kills for her in lane, and you can kind of protect her.
Easy condemn positioning, I guess.
Right.
And I assumed that's what I was kind of looking at. I played against a Blitz Vayne, and it seemed like Blitz was trying to position himself close to a wall so he could pull them,
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
to the wall.
Yep. Because I mean, Vayne's like only lane strength is condemn. If you can't land
Yeah.
condemns with Vayne in lane, you're like really weak.
And
Janna-
I think. Go ahead.
Like Janna Vayne is really strong late game. If
Yeah.
you can survive like early game with Janna Vayne, it's really, really, really strong. But
That's a pretty risky lane though. It sounds like.
I mean, with the popularity of things like Leona and Blitz and stuff,
Yeah.
it's really scary to run that lane. But
So what carry do you think should be played with Caitlyn? Because I don't see her a lot anymore either, so I don't really support for her. I feel like Nunu.
Yeah, Nunu is really good with Caitlyn.
Is it?
Go ahead.
I mean, is it because he can provide that steroid for her throughout the game, or?
Yeah, it's that. I mean, their kits synergize really well together. Like, Caitlyn wants to exploit her long range and do a lot of poking. So Blood Boil gives her move speed and attack speed to aid with that. So even in lane, like, that's really strong. Like, a Kate that's faster than you and higher range than you is gonna right click you all day, and you can't do anything about it. And you add on to that, Nunu is snowballing you, so your attack speed and move speed are slow.
And I mean, even Kate's passive gains from Nunu, I guess.
I mean, it procs more often.
Yeah.
It scales with attack speed. So.
And I mean, it seems like that's pretty good damage for lane. Like headshot puts off a decent amount of damage for lane.
Yeah. It's just their kits synergize really well together because Caitlyn plays this really annoying poking. I'm gonna hit you without you ever hitting me, and Nunu just allows her to do that better.
So overall, like, what carry do you think is probably number one right now?
I'm not sure after all the changes to Corki, Gears, and Ezreal. I'm really not sure how much they affected them. But I would probably say Corki.
Because I know that I think it was Chaos that I was watching that said that he could visibly see and feel the changes that they made to Corki, like his damage. Like he could.
Yeah, you probably can. I've never played Corki really. Like, I mean, I've played him before, but he's never a champion I would say that I main or anything. So I don't play Corki enough to really understand how those changes affected him.
Apparently, his passive doesn't stack well with his missiles or something now. See, I've only played Corki a couple times too, so I don't really know.
I mean, I think they made it so his passive doesn't crit or scale off crits, right? I think that was the big thing.
I think they did something to his missiles though too.
Let's see.
Besides making the cooldown or the gathering time longer or whatever.
Let's check. Patch history. Yeah, his passive no longer benefits from critical strikes and charge time on his missiles and cooldown on Valkyrie. So the big thing was just he doesn't gain bonus true damage off crits, which is a big change to his late game.
Yeah, I guess that's pretty big. And
but I still think he's probably stronger. Well, he's probably the best AD carry. I think it's a lot closer though. Like, I think that if you're trying to figure out what AD carry you should play, you should just pick whatever AD carry you like the most and you think is the best.
Okay, and just basically learn to play them.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at my stats, like I'm 13-4 with Kog'Maw, and 13-3 with Misfortune. And Misfortune is not a champion anyone would ever say is the best AD carry, right?
Yeah, she's probably the least seen one that for me. I don't think since I started playing solo queue support, I don't think I've ever supported a Misfortune.
Yeah, she's really fallen out of favor. And but she's one of my favorite AD carries. And I play her well. And you can solo queue is not something that you need to pick only the tier 1, flavor of the month champions to win in.
Yeah. I mean, I just basically when I play support, the number one thing I look at is who they are and try to see matchups. Yeah. Which is why I'm asking you about so many of these carry matchups, because
yeah, that's fine.
I mean, it's obvious that you can tell that Varus benefits a lot from having Soraka because he's going to sit there and arrow you all day. But I mean, it's the one thing you don't see is Misfortune. My assumption would be Alistar or Leona, because I mean, Alistar is super strong at level 2. Leona's really strong at level 3, and that's when Misfortune's
yep,
so strong.
I actually really like Janna with her too. the same thing. Like the level 2 Misfortune Janna combo is really really strong. If you get a Janna shield on MF and a knock up on them, MF will pretty much insta-give someone with an auto Q auto, and it's
And
really really powerful.
There's the Janna passive, I guess, that would make some difference.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, Misfortune's good with someone that can be very aggressive early.
I have no idea about Twitch. I don't ever see him either.
Yeah, I don't really see Twitch either. I can't remember. I think the last time I saw Twitch, I played him in a normal game.
Yeah.
And that's
I
like the only
remember
time
I
I've seen him
watched
since
that.
his remake.
Cog, I mean, Nunu, Janna. I don't. They nerfed AD Kennen, right?
Yeah. I don't see it. I've never really seen a big reason to play AD Kennen.
Well, he's really strong early
And then
game.
once
He's
they
dope.
nerfed his auto attack range, like there's no reason now.
Yeah.
I don't think.
And like, what do you think about Ashe Nunu versus Ashe Janna?
I like Ashe Janna better. Just gives you more kiting potential and more peel for Ashe.
But I mean, don't you have? I mean, with
I mean, I think Ashe Nunu is still good. Like Nunu is a like top tier support right now. He's just amazing. Like that Blood Boil steroid is insane.
because
I just love the Ashe Janna lane.
Yeah, I mean, you can get like with Nunu, you can get a lot of like the slowing potential. I guess maybe you have with whereas Ashe Janna, you have more kiting potential. I think with Ashe Nunu, you have more chasing, or not even chasing, but like the pursuing the kill.
I guess the thing is like Nunu provides slow, which Ashe already provides. But Janna's nice because she provides the hard CC through the knockup and the peel through the the pushback
Yeah.
that I think Ashe really needs. Like
I mean,
pretty
I've
much
seen those-
if you get caught on Ashe, like if you get engaged on, like Nunu can't help you.
Yeah.
Nunu can like slow them, like snowball them, and then press his ult. But if it's like a Jhin or something that jumped on you, like you're gonna die.
Yeah, you're gonna die. And I've seen those big like lane combos where Nunu's at the edge of the bush and he ults, gets full channel while Ashe arrow hits, and like they're
Yeah.
just dead. But I mean that doesn't happen very often. So,
No.
but I mean the move speed buff on Ashe, I think, is where I see the pursuit.
Yeah.
They can't. I mean, it's hard for them to get away from you.
I mean, Blood Boil is amazing on any AD carry ever.
So basically, you think Sivir Sona would be like Sivir Sona,
Sivir
and then,
Sona and Sivir Taric, I think, would be the best Sivir
Okay.
lanes.
and then Ashe Janna, followed by Ashe Nunu.
Yeah, I mean Ashe Soraka is. I wouldn't do Ashe Soraka. Like the thing with Ashe Soraka is like you pretty much made it so that your jungle will never ever come bottom.
Yeah.
Because Ashe Soraka like can't do anything in a gank.
So what do you do? Like, who do you play with Soraka? Like, when do you play Soraka?
I think Ez is really good with Soraka.
But
I
is
like
that
playing
better than an aggressive Ezreal lane?
that lets Ezreal be aggressive through poking. Like it's different.
Okay.
And same thing with like Ashe Corki or Soraka Corki, Soraka Graves. These ability based AD carries that can be really aggressive, and if they can use a lot of mana.
Okay.
And yeah, you just have to be careful picking Soraka because you have to pick her like when your team already has a fair amount of CC.
Yeah.
Because she doesn't provide any CC herself.
And she doesn't. I mean, she's pretty squishy, so she doesn't provide like a whole lot of like tankiness to the team either. Besides that insane armor buff
Right.
from the one heal, but I guess I mean I think that's one of the main reasons that I don't play Soraka is because I played her when I first supported for like the very first time I played Soraka because I mean she's low IP and it's fairly straightforward how to like it's easy to know how to play Soraka but not to master Soraka.
Yeah, she's easy to play but hard to play well, I feel.
And I just I guess I feel like it's not game changing enough to play Soraka. Like according to the style that I like to play, I don't like Soraka, but I have a friend who, yeah, he plays like his favorite support is Soraka.
Yeah.
Like he plays a lot of Soraka,
and I think
just
like the big plays you make are with Soraka, they're just different than the plays you make with someone else that are big. Like you don't make these big flashy like initiations, but
Well,
instead
yeah.
like you just like with perfect timing you just you completely shut down any aggression.
yeah, save from especially like if there's like some AP carry that's about ready to go for a huge combo and you just silence them.
Yeah.
I guess maybe what I'll look to doing is, practicing with Soraka and Janna for the most part.
And I would just like I'd pick some supports you like and just keep playing them. Like maybe like if you play, Blitz, Leona, Taric, like big aggressive ones, pick up like Sona, because it's
See,
a good it's a good in between.
See, I play a lot of. One of my friends is just starting to. He's moving. I'm trying to get him to move back from jungle to AD carry. So I have a carry with me that is actually like with me,
Yeah.
and he's been playing a lot of Ezreal lately, and he's like I've been picking either Blitz or Sona with him every game, and he was talking to me. I think it was either today or yesterday. He said something to me about how one of the pros said something about Sona being like one of the counter counter aggressive, so aggressive but not like all in kind of supports. Which I mean I really do like Sona. Like I said, she's probably been my favorite since I picked her up. So
I mean the big thing with Sona is like you're aggressive in the sense that you're always looking to get your Q power cord off.
yeah,
But that's it. Like that's all you do. You get that and then you run away.
or you land a huge ult.
Yeah, or you
Like, that ult
you
is
wait
huge.
for the perfect ult timing. Is the big
Yeah.
thing.
And I mean, I'd put Sona's ult up there with like maybe like a huge Cass ult, like, or even better because you can hit. Like they don't have to be looking at you. You can just hit everybody.
Yeah, her ult is amazing.
So, I know that they said something about front loading the damage on her ult,
Yeah.
like when they remade her or whatever.
Uh-huh.
But how does that actually affect her damage? Like, I mean, it's fairly strong at level, like the first level in it, right?
Well, I mean, they didn't really change the damage. They just made it like more noticeable. It's just like
Yeah.
a nuke now instead of like a dot over the duration. But
So, what is the actual like? I guess I could probably feel out the damage for it on my own.
I mean, I pretty much like your ult Q power cord is gonna take at least like it's gonna take about 50% of someone's HP in like
Okay.
in lane.
I guess that's what I was
the
looking
general
at for.
feel. Like you're gonna do like 50% of someone's HP if you hit that whole combo and they don't get shielded or healed or anything. Like at level 6, you're gonna if you ult Q power cord someone, you're gonna chunk the shit out of them.
So the last question I have about Sona is when you're in a fight and you actually go into the fight, say you've thrown everything out, what aura do you want to stay on? Do you want to stay on the defensive aura or the offensive aura?
You really don't want to stay in an aura. Like your power cords are game changing. Like
Yeah.
getting a clutch like damage down power cord on someone diving your carry, or if they're slowable, getting a slow to allow your carry to kite is huge. And so I think it's much more important rather than trying to balance an aura. I think it's much more important to be getting the proper power cords out for the situation.
So we had I had a game where Master Yi dove our Ezreal, and I felt like W power cord was the best there
Yeah.
because I mean you can't slow him.
Right.
And I guess like the real question I was asking about the aura is like, obviously you're gonna use probably all of your abilities in the fight. Like you're gonna keep going with abilities, but there's gonna be the order that you feel like you should be going through. Like you feel like maybe you should be providing more damage for your team through that aura, or if you should be providing more survivability.
I guess like in team fights with Sona, I've never really paid attention to what aura I currently have active. I'm almost always being way too more focused on getting a good Q on the right targets or getting the right power chord off. That
Okay.
I've really found that there's not much time to worry about the proper aura. But I mean, in general, in teamfight, I think your W aura is going to be the most useful. So.
Okay. And I mean,
Or even your E.
yeah, I
You
mean,
know,
obviously
mobility
the
is
like
so important in team fights. So
obviously the whole like aura thing. I mean, you don't sit on an aura for that long. But I guess it was just kind of more of a question on which one did you feel was most useful in a team fight.
I mean, I think maybe W, but maybe E. You know, move speed is really underrated. So
Up in the air
they're
about
all
that one.
they're all good. Like the thing is like all of your auras are really good. So it doesn't really matter that much.
Got it. All right.
I'd be much more focused on other things than which aura you have up. So
Okay, I see what you're saying. I guess
are you out
it
of
was-
questions?
I think I am. I realize I asked a lot of
I
questions.
don't know if I
there.
believe it.
I definitely I think that's one reason I was trying to wrap it up because I didn't want to, tie you up for a million
That's
more
fine.
questions.
I just have to go do homework, so I'm fine
Yeah.
stalling.
I guess the reason I had the questions was because there hasn't been like a lot of sports that I've really felt comfortable playing yet.
Yeah, that's fine. Questions are
And
good.
since you only see like 3 carries in every solo queue game,
Right. I mean, I think one of the biggest things that can help your support game is learning to play AD carry, and vice versa. Like, I don't think you can really play one of those roles like exceedingly well when it comes to decision making unless you've played the other one.
yeah, and I mean most of the carry that I've ever played is Kog'Maw because I don't know, I like Kog'Maw. He's probably my favorite, but
Yeah, I just feel like I played AD carry for a little while, and like I learned how to support a lot more from playing AD carry, and I've
Yeah.
learned how to play AD carry better through playing support more seriously. So, you need that perspective on both roles to really do it well, I think.
all right, I see what you're saying there too. I guess you learn your limits that way.
It helps you know like all of the strengths, and limits of all the champions better if you've actually played them.
I think I've played all the carries besides Draven. Oh wait, I might have played Draven once. I didn't really like him.
Draven is just stronger than every AD carry in lane, pretty much. If you can fight as Draven, you do it. That's
So
pretty much the
Draven
secret to
Sona?
Draven. Yeah, Draven Sona is really strong.
Because I think I've played with maybe 1 or 2 Dravens as Sona.
Yeah,
It seemed to go okay.
yeah, that's a really strong lane, I think. I think Sona is good with every single one of the reasons why I've played almost nothing but Sona in like my latest tournament games is she's just really good at everything. Like Sona is just like she's a very good in general first early pick. Like there's no lane I think that she does bad in at all. Any matchup against her and with any AD carry she does good in.
Yeah, I mean she's got the mix of damage, CC, and sustain. So that and Nunu, because he's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, that Blood Boil. Too OP.
All right. Well,
All right, man.
I wanted to say thank you for doing this for me.
No problem.
I know I just asked you for it, last night.
No, it's good. I was looking for something to do for my stream today.
Okay.
Because I don't really have many replays at the moment. So
Yeah.
if you're watching this, send me replays.
I think versus like I preferred doing something like this versus actually watching like you evaluate one of my replays too, because it gives you the chance to correct it while you're mid game.
Yeah.
Whereas you
Immediate
forget-
feedback is nice.
'Cause, I mean, you evaluated one of my cast games before
Okay.
where I played terrible, but it's just I mean it feels better to be able to correct what I'm doing wrong while
Yeah.
I'm playing.
And like that game, I don't know. That was just such a weird game. Like that wasn't a good game, Like Lee Sin rage quitting and all that. happened, but so it's hard to say
Yeah.
much off that game. But
I've never lived down the flash ult into their jungle trying to kill Jax while building defensively as Cassiopeia
Oh, yeah?
with my friends. So
it's okay. Just own it.
it's okay.
All right. But yeah, I'm gonna go. I have to go do.
All right. All right. Thanks.
Yep. Later.
All right. I'll talk to you later. Bye.
Okay, stream. I'm gonna go, but thank you for watching. Why are you guys in chat? Why have you guys been talking about 3D graphing and partial derivatives? Because and stuff. Makes sense. Okay. Chat is in slow mode? Really? No, it's not. False. It's not in slow mode, you're just typing too fast. You're just in fast mode. Your blood boiled. I like it. I'm gonna start purging my friends list soon. Let's see, 208, 13, 16, 21, 26. Wait, really? I'm really at 293 friends. I'm almost capped soon. That's scary. Oh well. Okay. I am gonna go. But thanks for watching, guys. It's been fun. Tune in tomorrow night for some team practice. I'll be practicing with my team, hopefully. And I'll go ahead and be streaming that. Where is the wishy-washy? Anyway, hopefully I'll be streaming that. And then Thursday, my usual stream hours for Thursday are, I believe, 10 is what I've said. But unfortunately, I am meeting some of my students need help. So I have extra office hours Thursday at 10 instead of streaming. So that stream will be at... Let's see, I need to make up a stream time. My next lesson stream will be at 8:30 in the morning on Thursday. Holy crap, that's early, but I'll get up for it. So 8:30 a.m. Eastern time on Thursday will be my next lesson stream. I would love it if you can watch me then. But if not, there will be a VOD. Thank you. And I'm gonna go now.